Aloha, love. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your very first lunation, welcome. And if it's not your first, welcome back. Lunation is a bi-monthly new moon and full moon circle I host each month, just celebrating the moon's energy, each moon's uniqueness, and really encouraging my clients to embody the energies of the moon and the cosmos to support them in creating the lives they want to live and want to lead. So, we are under the full moon in Virgo, and we'll get into exactly what that means, exactly what energies are present in just a few moments. But I like to begin each of my lunations with 3 conscious breaths of Ha. So, Ha in Hawaiian is the breath of life. And this breath is just an inhale through the nose and an audible ha as you exhale, sigh out. So without further ado, we'll just bring the spine a little taller, shrug the shoulders out. Maybe sway the neck side to side, making sure everything is nice and soft. And lastly, checking the jaw is unclenched. And if it feels okay, you can close the eyes down. And if not, maybe just gaze toward the floor. We'll begin by expelling all the air in the lungs. And here we go. Inhale through the nose. And audibly, ha, as you exhale, sigh it out. We'll do 2 more just like this. Inhale through the nose. And let it go. Ha. Sigh it out, releasing your day. Last breath, maybe the biggest breath of your day today, in through the nose. And let it go. Ah, arriving here now. And before you move on, before you open the eyes, just notice, how did 3 conscious breaths affect your mind, your body? Maybe you feel just a little bit more relaxed than when you arrived. And blinking the eyes, if you brought an ally to support your time here today, maybe you have cannabis, maybe you have a nice cup of tea, maybe you have a beautiful glass of water, whatever you brought. I'm working with cannabis today, so bring it in. Bring whatever you brought to support you into your heart space, the center of the chest. Just holding your ally there. And if it has an aroma, you can lower the chin and begin to connect through smell. Otherwise, just holding your ally, beginning to cultivate a little gratitude in your heart. And from the central source of the galaxy, which is in all places at all times, we invoke the primal force of our ally for the highest good and the good of all. And before you invite this ally into your body, if you have an intention for it, go ahead and mentally whisper it, or you can say it out loud now. Maybe you want it to help you relax. Maybe you want it to make you feel more peaceful. Whatever it is, let your ally know what you need. Beautiful. When you feel complete, go ahead and invite your ally into your body. For me, I'm going to take a toke of my cannabis. Maybe you're taking a sip of tea. Whatever you're working with, I hope it feels super nourishing to you. Beautiful. So we're going to move into some Moonology now. This beautiful card from Yasmin Boland's Moonology deck. As I mentioned, we are under the full moon in Virgo, which peaks on February 24th. The full moon's energy is really present 3 days leading up to and 3 days extending beyond the 24th. So it'll peak on the 24th, but we'll be feeling these energies from the 21st through the 27th, more or less. So, this is actually the final lunation of the astrological year, right before eclipse season begins. So, to prepare us for eclipse season, this full moon in Virgo will be our lighthouse and act as our medicine, delivering exactly what we need at this stage of our soul's evolution. And this lunation calls us to release our fear of making a mistake and instead taking a leap of faith and to detoxify. It really invites us to detoxify ourselves of any limiting beliefs, any thoughts that we're not worthy or we're not good enough, because that simply isn't true. It invites us to embody goddess energy. Virgo is the sign of the virgin goddess. You see her pictured here on this card. So this embodying that energy of the goddess really invites us to treat our bodies like sacred temples and lean into self-care, self-love, really under the light of this moon. See if you can look at your healing journey not as a weakness or inconvenience, but as a journey to greater wisdom and understanding. A lot of us who have been on a healing journey for some time know that it can feel intense. Healing isn't always sunshine and rainbows, right? It's sometimes thunderstorms and lightning. So just know that wherever you are in your journey, it will provide you eventually with greater wisdom, greater understanding, sort of this energy of leaning more and more and more and more into your authentic self, whatever that means for you. So, this full moon is a time to step into your full power and realize your potential. It's a time to shift from the energy of lack, which tells us we're not enough, right? To the energy of abundance, which tells us we are enough. Not only are we enough, but we also have everything we need. And you may find yourself during this time feeling the urge to purge, whether it's old habits that no longer serve you, or maybe it's making a donation of clothes or things that you no longer need or want to Goodwill or Salvation Army. Take advantage of this energy. After all, we must release in order to receive. Isn't that the truth? We need to make the space, right? So it's worth mentioning Saturn is also very active under this full moon. And even though its presence can feel heavy at times, Saturn's kind of like the overlord of planets in a way. Even though it can kind of feel heavy, um, it's here to help us really set boundaries, which support us in our highest good. Saturn can kind of be, compared, like I mentioned, to a kind of an overlord or a strict teacher. And even though it brings harsh lessons, it pushes us toward our fullest potential, where we can kind of break these karmic cycles that have been keeping us stuck. So it's really overall a supportive energy. It's a very grounded, earthy energy, and it rules over things like the law, like I mentioned, boundaries, responsibilities, and restrictions. Saturn's energy can sometimes feel like a wake up call, bringing us back down to reality and making us face up to the consequences of our actions and the actions of the collective, globally, this collective consciousness that we're all a part of. So, Saturn really wants you to step up and take responsibility for your life and to act in accordance with that true, authentic self, having your actions match that authenticity, like it, whatever that means for you. So during this time, a reorganization may take place with this purging, this releasing kind of energy. And with that, we may be letting go of projects, relationships, or even ideas that no longer make sense for where we're at in our life. And that's absolutely okay. Do your best to remain unattached. Being thoughtful about what stays and goes during this lunation, and maybe more importantly, who stays and goes, is key. And today's journal prompt is just an inquiry into what are some small practices and tasks that you could incorporate into your life that would help keep you grounded and connected to yourself and your larger sense of creative purpose. So just begin to explore that, pause the video, take as much time as you need, and when you're ready, hit that play button. Okay, cool. Hope that journaling was insightful for you. Welcome back. While you were journaling, I've been asking this deck of cards. This is the Law of Positivism Oracle deck I've been working with this year. I've just been asking it, what's our message for this full moon? What does the energy of Virgo need to remind us, right? And I got the number 7 in my head, so I shuffled. I'm just going to draw 7 cards down. 6, 7. All right. And we got I am the master of my mind. Oh my gosh, how resonant is that? Look at how beautiful that card is. I am the master of my mind. And you can see it's a beautiful man meditating with light in his palms and these beautiful petals behind him. Ooh, and it is number 11, which is a wonderful number for manifesting. 11 acts as a doorway, a portal. So let's read about it. Hey, I am the master of my mind. If you're experiencing recurring unhelpful thoughts, this card asks you to consciously still and purify your mind to elevate your frequency. If these thoughts are distracting you from the present moment and disturbing your sense of ease, now is the time to heal the mind. Maybe you've let your mind master you instead of you mastering your mind. Interesting. Our thought body is one part of the human experience, here to help us verbalize our essence and make logical conclusions. Sometimes we think that ideas and visions come from this place when these are, in truth, divinely channeled through our hearts. In yogic philosophy, it's said that the mind has 3 functions: subconscious, conscious, and superconscious. These work on instinct, reason, and intuition, and awareness of these 3 levels can help us master our minds. The first step is to realize that identifying with our thoughts is part of the illusion when we, in truth, are the observers of the thoughts. Your thoughts are not you. They are tools for expressing your soul and heart. Ooh, I love that so much. I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes from Louise Hay, which is, fear is a thought and a thought can be changed. We don't get to be controlled by our thoughts. They do not need to control us. So, yeah, interesting to ponder those words. Very resonant for me. I hope it was resonant for you as well. So we're going to simmer down now. We're going to get really comfortable laying down. If that's available to you, you can remain seated, but I do recommend laying down because it allows the body to totally relax and move into this mode of reception. I'll be offering a sound healing with my crystal sound bowls. So get comfortable, lay down, grab a blanket, grab an eye cover, grab a sip of water, whatever you need. Pause the video, get super comfy. You might want headphones for this, as the sound will be more like 360 in a way and fully immerse your senses in the experience. So take as much time as you need. You can pause here, and I'll see you when you're ready. Okay, so arriving, feeling the body heavy and relaxed, and beginning to become aware of the breath. As you breathe in, feeling the chest rise, and as you breathe out, feeling the chest fall, and continuing to breathe easily here. And if you're noticing any spots in the body that are feeling a little tense, or maybe you need to adjust and get even more comfortable, do that now before committing to 15 minutes or so of stillness. Any last minute wiggles and jiggles. And just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Repeating after me if it feels good. I am enough. I have enough. I am enough. Breathing in. Breathing out. Letting the mind unwind and open to receive. to the breath if the mind wanders, and feeling free to linger here as long as you like. But when you do decide to move, move slow. Be sure and hydrate plenty for the rest of the day or evening, whatever it is where you are. I hope you enjoyed this lunation. You are so invited to come and vibe in community at upcoming sessions through www.mohala.yoga. You can book any lunation there. And I hope to see you soon. I'm sending so much love from my heart to yours.